got going on here? Oh, good indicator. Holy crap. I like my indicators pretty. That's pretty. That's a pretty indicator. You know what else is pretty? The power of it. We got to get this 4 hour up over the central power mean. That's all. Get up there, start working our way back up. Price action's definitely stomping around right now. One SD move today, top side. Kind of a no-brainer. I was actually talking about it yesterday, coming into today and having an update. It was definitely in the charts. Had a lot of bull div on the daily, bull div on the 12-hour, bull div on the 4 hour. Let's take a peek over here real quick. It's back here. My bad. Okay. Yeah, obviously, right? You can see all the bull div on the wolf span on the returns oscillator, right? On the area you see here, log return Z score. Yep, bull div. Let's take a peek. Is that 12-hour? 12-hour. Lots of bull div. Log return Z score. Higher lows all over the place. Higher lows all over the place for the returns oscillator. And take a peek at the 8-hour. You know, the 8-hour is a little different. Did we close a candle with a lower low? Not really. No. So we had some weak bull div. But yeah, that's why it's important up here on the higher time frames, 12-hour, daily, or 24-hour. What's that 4-hour at? Let's pop it up here. Dun, 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 dun. Let me see here. Stream chat. Okay. Yeah, 4-hour dictator turn up. Yeah, I mean, look at all the bull div that was on the 4-hour. And Z-score log returns. Z-score log returns. Lots of bull div all over the place. I mean, this move's no brain. And this thing is just ramping up, right? Been talking about it. Some of the people that understand price action. There's not many out there on YouTube, right? Eric Crown, he understands price action. We don't trade the same way, which that doesn't matter, right? No, he trades traditional technical analysis, throws in a little bit of volatility. But yeah, you know me, I'm all about volatility, probability, and statistics. But we share the same the same belief in learn how to read price action. It's pretty much the basis of everything. Volatility is going to create it, right? So when you're looking at price action, it's going to tell you what's going on, especially when you learn how to read it and you understand about the divergence between returns and price action, whether it be Z-score return or returns a Z-score or log return Z-score, sorry, and our returns oscillator. Powerful, powerful. And of course, then we got the dictator down here, right? Powerful little Fisher transform indicator. 4-hour is actually crossing up now. 4-hour is crossing up. And yes, this is a very powerful indicator. So those of you out there that do have the alpha trading system, I highly suggest you look into this indicator. Get it set up. If you need some help setting it up, I'll tell you what settings I have. Just reach out to me. And of course, our entropy indicator. No trading systems complete without entropy, right? We're in a random market. Don't you want to know when you're in trend? Don't you want to know when you're in trend? Don't you want to know when you're in trend? This is all random. This is trend. This is trend. When you see it set up on like a 4-hour, it's a freaking no-brainer. What's going on? Especially when you learn how to read the Wolfsbane indicator and the variance, for crying out loud. Just the last 3 nice down moves, right? The 3 down moves we've had on the 4-hour, the variance part of the Wolfsbane, I mean, called it out. Massive Massive profit, massive profit, massive profit. Just one after another, one after another. Especially when you get a down move like this on this last one we had, and then it comes back down positively correlated, that price is going to continue to come down, right? Continue to come down. It walk, look, boom, 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 down, walk sideways, coming down a little bit, right? You can see the wicks. And then it goes back up. Variance rises, negatively correlated. We get that last 4-hour candle, boom, to the downside. All right, let's see here. Where did I want to go with this? Right here. All right, let's check this out. Yeah, that's I really, really, really by the end of this week, I want to see I want to see this price action up here at about that. And here's what's funny. So the first standard deviation, right? On the weekly normal distribution, first standard deviation is at 64, about 64, 826. What else is in that area on the weekly that Bitcoin will be the asset that just breaks all the rules? This indicator it has never let me down, but there have been new parameters established over time. Or when I first started using this indicator, and why is that? Well, because there's a lot more volatility in Bitcoin. So everything's changing up. But if you go back to last week on Tuesday, back here, dum 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 dum. Let's see, where are you at? I'm on Trading View. Keep up with me. I know I move fast. There it is. It's right back here. There it is. Okay, so here is last Tuesday, right? We open up, price action runs away from this daily volatility range. It has still not been tested. This is the longest it's ever gone, right? It's a week. It's been a week now. Never seen it go this long. Don't think this isn't getting tested. I'm telling you. But now, when I talk about this indicator, I can't just say, hey, the price action ran away from the daily volatility range. It's going to test it within 3 days. I said that for a long time. Then it was like, okay, well, we want a fourth day. Now it's a week. So now's what I'll say. This volatility range will be tested at some point. And you know why? You know what? I'm starting to realize what this is telling me. When price action gets up here around 64K, the top side of it, where's the top side of it? Right at today's, right at the weekly first standard deviation, 64,850. Same spot. If we make a run this week, back up to this area, pay a lot attention. Pay a lot attention in within the 64 to 65K range. If Bitcoin rejects here, prepare for some more downside. It has got to get above this area. It has got to get above this 65K area, start closing some dailies. And when it does that, that could be the launch point that everybody's looking for this end of the year run to over 100K. All right, let's go back up here to, whoop, there it is. Oh, look at my little projection boss poking out here at the top. Oh, it's pretty. It's pretty. You know, and I see I got this projection started down here. When we had this last sell-off here in the middle of the night. Had a nice pump up, right, to the top of the daily volatility range. Almost hit the 1SD then. Pulled back. Right here, this was a little bit before pre-market. Here we go right here. This nice big candle happened right after traditional markets opened up. Sold it all off, right? All day long, this thing has just been making its way back up to this first standard deviation. Just powerful. I love it. I love it. This is a good area. And obviously it's finding some support on the top side of this 95.4% Laplace distribution range on this projection right here. That's why, I mean, we're getting a lot of bounces, a lot of candle closes up here, which is really nice. I mean, they tried to dump it off a few times. It's finding some strength up here for sure. To be honest, I'm never shocked, right? I'm never shocked at anything Bitcoin does. It's a freaking monster. I thought we were by the end of the day, I for sure thought we were going to hit a 95.4 Laplace on the daily candle, right? That is also the top side of the monthly volatility range. Here's the center. Bitcoin's back up above it. I had some sneaky orders down here at the bottom of the monthly range. I have had them. Right? It's been teasing me. Been teasing me big time. Never got down there. Right? Yeah. The buys are coming in, they're front running that area. They're front running that area. And the bulls want to keep it up above the center of the monthly volatility range, which today, well, let's see what happens when we open up this new day. Let's see if the bulls can keep it up above this level. No more of this shit. No more of these sell-offs below, right? They're going to have to establish themselves there, turn those algos on, right? 90% of the trading going on. It's all these high frequency trading firm algorithms. So they're going to have to establish themselves down here. If the bulls mean business and are ready to take this thing by the end of the year up over that 100K area. But we all know how Bitcoin moves. It could be a very violent move. It's not like we need to wait till the end of the year. You could wake up and this thing could be at 100K. That's what people always forget how Bitcoin does it. I mean, this thing is very powerful. Very powerful indeed. Let's see. Boom, boom. I mean, right now you got what, the third standard deviation on the weekly normal distribution, about almost 79K. Let's see. And actually, this weekly fifth standard deviation is matching up at the top side of the 68.3 right here. That's up there probably 85. Oh no, almost 100K. Understand what I'm saying? Woo! We can get some sort of massive crazy pump. That would just be wonderful. Monthly though, Trading View will allow it. Silly, silly little Trading View. Come on. Switch it up here, baby. Give me my monthly chart. Dun, 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 dun. Here we go. I know the monthly's powerful. Hey, I just want these current candle distribution ranges. So on the monthly, right? You can see at the beginning of the month, right? We ran out. Where'd we almost test? 68.3 Laplace distribution range, top side. Pulled back from there, almost hit a 1 SD to the downside. Pretty violent month, right? Yeah, we've seen it. Sections all over the place. All over the place. So let's say this month, by the end of the month, what do we got? About 9 days left? Not much, not much. I'm expecting some fireworks here right around the holiday here in a couple of days, though. So we'll see what happens. But you got the 68.3 Laplace here. Look at the 95.4. Where's it at? In 100K. It's 100K. Oh, but Bilbo, can we get a monthly candle that powerful? Dude, there's monthly candles all over the place, crying out loud. Right? Boom, we open up here, right down by the 68.3 to the downside. What's it do? It makes a run to the 95.4. Boom, pulled back a little bit. So it definitely can be done. It definitely can be done. The monthly candles, powerful. So we can get a move. You know what I want to do. Boom. Let's get this baby down a little bit. Let's was that the 30? Yeah, that was the 31K low. Yeah. Hello. Remember this? Yeah. That was after the 2017 bull run, right? I just pull back to $3,100, not 31K, Bilbo. Here's the scheme demic, right? 38K or 38K, $3,800 low. Been up ever since. So run a projection on the monthly too often. Let's just see where we're at. 20 bars back. Take a peek here real quick. Dun, 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 dun. Oh, is that the regular? Let me see something. Why is that not changing for old Bilbo? What is this? The poor trading view. We're blowing up trading view for indicators. Crying out loud. My internet's strong right now. I don't know what's happening here. Might have to cancel this projection. It is not happy. Hello. Why, oh, why aren't you moving, baby? You lost your mind. What's this thing doing there? Oh, it was right there, wasn't it? Yeah, it's just for some reason trading view is lagging a big time. Should be 20. Come on, little puppy. Went one too far. You backed us up. But you see where the mean of the projection is? If I were to back it up to this candle, it's going to be in the same spot. So we can use this projection. Look, right? We're above the 95.4 on this projection after the old scamdemic dump here. So end of the year, which I'm right on it. This thing decides to make a run. There we go. Finally decided. Yeah, I showed this before. Remember? Look how when we had this pullback on the monthly, right? When we had that pullback, that was a 50% pullback. We all remember that, right? People just got their asses wrecked. 60K to 30K. Woo! But look where the candles are closed. Look where the candles closed. Found a lot of strength above this 95.4 Laplace distribution range. This thing decides to make a 99.7. We're talking about a $500,000 Bitcoin by the end of the year. That's a powerful move, though, right? But what happens if by the end of November we're up here at 100K? You don't think another monthly candle can make a run? Who knows? I mean, I've been looking at a number two. Remember, I've talked about this before. I think anywhere in between about 140 and $250,000 Bitcoin by the end of the year could be somewhere in that range. And that's all. That's coming from probabilities on like weekly projections is where I'm getting those numbers for, and that's between two different distribution models: Laplace distribution and normal distribution. So it wouldn't shock me at all though to fly by there. Who knows? But there's a 0.03% chance the price action is going to get outside this distribution model. So if it does get up to there, that could be the short of the century. You imagine this thing run up to 500K and pull back to 100K? I don't know if they make a ledger big enough for what I'll be stuffing in that sucker. Okay, let's see. Just seeing who's in the chat. Anybody got any questions? Beep boop. Oh, goodness gracious. Scammers in my DMs. Scammers in my DMs. Not. We are going to go back over here. Like I said, right? Today, it would just be I want to close above the central power mean 57,784. 57,784. That's not go up here, close above the 1SD. That will solidify this thing closing the day on the 4-hour candle above the 4-hour central power mean. That's what the white dotted line is. Then what do we have to contend with? Then we have our other variance log MAs, and right under here, purple dots right here that are underneath that variance log MA, that's the reverse wave trend. That'll be our next point of a bit of a resistance. That's about 59, right? That's about 59. Then you bust a move up here to the Fisher. it's about 63.4. So if we do go to attack that area at 64, 65K, this is what we got to battle with. This is what we have to battle with. And if you notice, our alpha trading variance log MAs times 4, right? This is a powerful. These are two indicators that are about to be published. You'll be able to use them together, just like I have them. Our ultimate power mean indicator that has reverse Fisher and reverse wave trend with the central power mean, and the variance log MAs that are very powerful with an update with smoothing, all kinds of good stuff. Very powerful indicators indeed, right? But then you get inside and you're like, well, it says times 4. Yeah, we threw in a fifth one just to throw a little sneaky surprise on you. So there's 5. There's actually 5 variance log MAs. This is my super high length one right here. It's really going to help with trend and strength of market. Right? Bitcoin's bullish. It's been saying it for months. And our good friend of alpha trading, Mr. Yasha, he posted that yearly chart. I mean, who thinks this thing's ever been bearish is insane. Bitcoin's only went up. That's all it does. Bitcoin just goes up. It's always going to do that. 100%. It has never been bearish, but people, they're right before cryptocurrency, there was just traditional markets, right? Bear market, bull market, blah, blah, blah. Bitcoin's only ever been in a bull market. There's been bullish pullbacks. That's all there's been, right? I mean, you'll hear me talking about bull markets too, right? Because it's kind of ingrained in everybody's consciousness. But if you want to really get down to the reality of it, yeah, it's all good. Hell, I can do it. All I got to do is change the short or the titles, Donnie. I'll do it when I publish it if you don't want to if you don't want to go in there and do it. Um, yeah, Bitcoin's bullish. Put the horns on. That's all this thing's ever doing. Let's look at the daily. I see. Yeah, there we go. Yeah, exactly. Sayron's the question king. And remember, I was talking about this. I'm looking for these supports, right, on these variance log MAs, right? On all these higher time frames. They were all finding supports at these different levels, right? Central power mean. The 3-day, kind of just down here. You know what? I changed up the lengths. I'll have to get back on that other chart. But there was, what was it? I'll have to look. Go to the 5-day here. Yep. 5-day finding support on the 11. Now weekly was up on the 11 too, right? I mean, the higher time frame you go, the more bullish Bitcoin looks. That's just the way this monster is. It's a total beast. And all these power means are flipping back up. All these power means are flipping back up from the last pullback. And then because on these higher time frames, it takes a long time for this indicator to populate, but it's looking really good. To be honest, it looks real good, especially when you see it finding support on this variance log MA at about a 7 on an 11. Don't you have a question, Iscariot? I know you got some sort of question. Pull back on a 12-hour here. Yeah, and the 12 hours down here messing around with what is that? That is the 144. That's the 144. And I believe right now I've got this set on a 288, I believe. 288. I've been messing around with like in between like a 288 or a 300 or a 333, just to yeah, see where it's going. Just trying to see if there's support, right? When we get these pullbacks on the 12-hour and stuff, and then go back and back test. Is there credibility to that length? And you'll never see me use a different length that doesn't boil down, right? When you total the numbers down, that they don't add up to a 3, a 6, or a 9. That's the first thing. And if you can find a length that does happen, and then you can freaking uh, back test it and find that specific length, right? Being respected, that's very powerful. Very powerful. I mean, that's how we get all these lengths. It's not like I'm just like, oh, I'm going to use this. I'm going to use that. I'm going to use this. I'm going to use that. No, I back test them. First, I get them set up properly with the numbers I do like. And then I back test it and see if it's been respected over history. And then it's powerful. And it's powerful. And no questions are dumb. No questions are dumb, man. At all. Let's see. Ooh. That's, I mean, I'm telling you though, that's a sexy 12-hour candle. That really is. What is this 12-hour? Let me take a closer look at this real quick. Well, I can't wait till November's over here. This silver beard is bugging me. Let's see. I mean, 12-hour, that variance is coming down, negatively correlated, and the returns oscillator in the z-score of log returns is heading up. And look at the correlation. Look at the R squared saying, hello, let's get this shit going. As I just say that, it turns pink like that. Right when that price dropped about $50, it definitely went pink. Right? And that's what that thing's doing, right? It tells you whether or not you need to respect the direction of the returns oscillator if it's correlated with price action. Because price action, excuse me, and returns are not the same. Got to remember, returns mean revert. Just like this oscillator always will mean revert. That white dashed line, that is the mean. So when you get bounces off of that mean, rejections off that mean, when it does mean revert, those are some of the most powerful moves you'll ever see. Let's see here. Yeah, this has been a good bounce back day. We are above the Gaussian mean too. We are above the Gaussian mean. Me and MJ had a nice heated debate last night about the Gaussian mean. He's laughing right now. That's what's great about me and MJ. We are yelling at each other. It was fantastic. I had to play my flute.
We made up then. Don't worry, folks. We made up.
And it wasn't even, it was fun though. It's not like we ever fight or argue like that. We were just, yeah, we were just seeing something a little different. And in all reality, we're both right. We're both right. That's the whole thing. We were both right. Let's see. It's just, it's all semantics what we were having
I'm
our
getting
little
ready to
dispute.
propose to him because we should be married.
Oh, yeah. Right? 100%. Man, I'm looking at this volatility. I'll tell you what, too. Hold on. It's getting a little warm in here. There we go. We definitely want to close over this 57.2 area today on the 12-hour. Close up. We've been having trouble, right? It's establishing above this Gaussian mean. 4-hour, I'm pretty sure we've just been riding it up right now. Peek at it. Yep. Yep. 1, 2, 3. 3 candles. Could be the start. And we're doing it while the bands are starting to squeeze. The alpha volatility z-score, right? Historical volatility is coming down, negatively correlated. It's what you want to see for price action to walk up. That's why I love these two indicators together, right? Right when this is happening, you've got the freaking dictator, both lengths crossing up the MA. And the variance, right? Not having an outlier, but it is rising, positively correlated. We close this day and you see you see this variance turn pink on the inside, stay positively correlated. We could get a rocket ship. Like I said, I'm surprised we didn't get one of those candles today that rocketed up to the 95.4 Laplace distribution range on the daily, which is wow. Trading View is not liking the probabilities today. It's not. Anyway, I wanted to see something anyway on the daily. Oh yeah, it's perfect. See how, like the previous 2 days, I'm gonna have to change that because that's not a valid reading. You don't start projections in the middle of a move, right? You know what? I mean, you could start that there, to be honest. You really could. You're not going to start it on the down move here, right? Because you want to start it when the move to the downside really starts. That is a pretty bullish, right? That big bullish wick. But what happened? Now, if this candle would have closed up around here and this would have been a blue candle, that's a lot different from what because the volatility created this candle. So what is the volatility telling you? Do you guys know what a hangman is? It's what you're looking at right there. Boom, boom, 2 days of down. I highly recommend people don't just blindly trade candles unless they understand and are able to read the volatility. So you could start it here, but this is where I really want to start it because this is more of a bearish doji right here. You can start a projection right there. And this is right. And this is all for people to try out and test. I'm just saying, I've been using it for a long time. Whoops. And this is the best way I have found that this gets respected. Move this 15 candles back. Is when you start it at a pivot in price. Yeah, I mean, this thing is not liking the probability chart today. Come on, you slow ass trading view. Come on, we just Black Friday specialed your ass. You need to. And it leaves. What the hell is this thing doing? Gotta be shitting me right now. How is. Hold on, you guys, I'm laughing my ass off right now. When I just changed that, it moved the PB2 up, but then moved part of this projection on the PB1s back. This is very interesting. How many candles is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Dun, 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 dun. But maybe. There we go. Okay, so these 95.4 projections, they were coming together right here. Right? You can see candle closed right above this projection on the 95.4 after that 2 days of down. And then we opened up the day, hit the 68.3 to the downside. Boy, it looks a lot closer than that. That's it right there, though. That's the move. That was the wick down. That is the bottom side of the 68.3. Go back over here. Whoops. Really? Boy. Blow this up a little more. What the hell? That is definitely the 68.3 to the downside. Oh, that's the dollar index. That's why I was on perps. Yeah. So watch this. Let's put this on right there. Is that the index? you'll see a 68.3 move a lot closer. There's the wick right there. I didn't realize that was on different time frames, perps and US dollar index. Come on, Trading View. I haven't had this problem all day. You gonna populate my Laplace distribution and normal distribution levels? Hello, Trading View, Bilbo. Give it up. Goodness gracious, man. Let me reload this chart. What the hell's happening there? Okay. What in the heck? I mean, you can see Trading View locked up. I mean, there's no price action. No price action at all. Trading View's like ding, 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 ding. The other charts are working for some reason. No, everything. Oh, there we go. There we go. Little spurts. What is going on? I mean, everybody can hear me well and see my charts, right? It's definitely not my internet. I mean, I've got some strong internet cooking right now. What the hell is going on with
Yeah,
this?
everything's clear.
Yeah, I don't. This is 100% Trading View right now. What the fuck, man? Okay, well, let's just get the hell off the chart. What the hell is going on? Yeah, this chart's popping. Yeah, you see, freaking, it's really sporadic. What the hell is killing me? Trading View is cucking me right now. Wow. Well, let me see something here. Your connection was interrupted. There you go. Okay, you ready to work now? Silly ass freaking monkey. Oh, now it wants to do it. All right, look, see the wick right to the 68.3. A little bit above it. Oh, that's right. That's what we're seeing right there on the daily. Came down, almost hit the little pink dot right there. But we bounced, right? And finding support on this projection on the 95.4 Laplace from right back over here. Where were we up at about that high of the day was like 66,370 or whatever. Before we had this latest pullback again, we had this little reprieve here, and then oh, here we go, back down. And let's see, what's that baby all together? It was like 20%. Yep, about 20% pullback all together this time. It's not that bad, not that bad at all. Hey Andy, what is up? Just popping in. So yeah, pretty much on the dollar index, we've done a 68.3 Laplace distribution range to the downside, first standard deviation to the top side, normal distribution. Nice little range. Nice little range. See it. Nice wick. Boop. First standard deviation. That is literally what? 55.3, 57.9. Not bad. $2,500 price action. Not a lot, right? Well, we got a pretty wide daily range. probably going to get about the same. And actually, we're going to, this new daily, depending on where this price action closes, obviously, uh, right up in here somewhere, probably, maybe a little lower. This price action closes up by the 1SD. You're probably going to see the center right here, 57-ish, 57-ish or something. Might, I don't know. I don't know, to tell you the truth. Volatility's pretty even, to be honest. The price action has slowly worked its way up. So that is definitely on the side of this being a little higher than usual. So that leaves me where I'm looking at wicks and stuff. I'm trying to figure out where's all the volatility. Boy, this is a really chumpy here, man. This is a tough one today because of this action. Boom, 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 boom. This is tough. You can see there's really no area that was really getting respected, right? Really no area that was getting respected. Price actions just all over the place, but did rise when it's all said and done. In here, let's take a peek. Yeah, that's enough on Bitcoin, I think. I want to show you something though. Pop over here. I was even talking about this yesterday. I said if Bitcoin has a big day, guess who's going to have a shit day? Where are you at? Avalanche down almost 8%. Go to the end of the stream yesterday. I totally talked about this happening. Totally talked about it. Especially as we had that big move, right? And it was all trend. It's been going back into randomness ever since. And the correlation to the top side has been dropping, dropping, dropping. Now it's very random. And this latest 4-hour candle that really got this down move, it's highly random. And this is going to tell a lot right here. Let's see what happened on the VRE. Let's see if it ran away from a range. And now it's testing it. AVAX. Oh, geez, look at this ugly monkey. Okay, so this is what I want to do. There was the daily. Okay, that daily got tested too. Yeah, and the weekly. Oh, where's the new, actually? Give me 1 second here. It's today, Monday. Where's the, boom, that's it right there. Therein lies the problem. See how price action opened up at the beginning of the week and it ran away, ran up to the top side, right? Well, look, here's the top of the weekly range right here. Here's the center of the weekly range right here. Look where it just tested. Top of the weekly range. It wasn't tested yesterday. Price action ran away and we had that big up day while Bitcoin was down. So now Bitcoin has a nice little up day. I mean, it's not huge, but right, definitely went up. AVAX pulled back, tested its weekly range. No freaking brainer. And we're talking, I mean, this is 95.4 Laplace down there on the daily. Second standard deviation right here is down by the middle of the weekly range. Wouldn't be a bit surprised. It's pushing too. See a move down here. Let's see. Let's look at the volatility charts. AVAX. Oh, I'm already on it. 4-hour. Well, that's a no-brainer too. Right? I mean, there was bear div building like crazy. about on the 12-hour. Yeah, right here. Boom. Had a little tick up here underneath the zero mean. Bear div on the z-score of log returns. Boom, boom. Now on the 12-hour, the variance is turning up, negatively correlated. The dictator on the 12 hours attempting to create, I mean, it has crossed down the MA. So is the higher length one. Getting ready to anyway. You can see, right, the 12-hour trend that brought this thing pretty high. I mean, there's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, about 5 different little spots of trend with some randomness here. Z-score, historical volatility is coming down, positively correlated, bringing price action down. Boy, I'm looking for a freaking the low on this AVAX. This could be a good entry, to be honest, when it does find this bottom point. Let's see something real quick. Pulling out all the guns right now. This is going to be the Bitcoin and AVAX day. Okay, so on the 12-hour, there's the 11. What's that at? 117. 117. The center of the weekly range is about 119. Let's see, the daily looks like S2 is right under that 217 range. I wouldn't be a bit surprised to see this thing come down there. Whoops. See that thing come down, test this 11. Yeah, I've seen rain big time. And what's the 11 on the daily? 106. I don't know if it's going to come back that far. Really, if Bitcoin takes another downturn, it definitely could. Let's see something here. Daily. It was a bear div on the daily. Yes. Boom, right there. Yeah, considering too historical volatility, z-score is turning back up, negatively correlated. This was the end of the walk up of that move, right? Negatively correlated. Z-score coming down. So it walked up, boom, then today it turns up, negatively correlated, has a massive down day. Massive down day. It's down, yeah, 8%. 8%. To pay attention to this. I would imagine the center of the weekly is a good spot, and that would almost test that 11 length variance log MA on the 12-hour, but it could possibly come down here. I want to see how that all changes up at the end of the day. All those different time frames I just looked at with the AVZ, Wolf's Bane. Let's see how that ends up, to see if it wants to make a push to the bottom side of this weekly. Right. That's what people don't understand. So you got these people out here, they're drawing support and resistances on data sets, right? Bad idea. Bad idea. Volatility changes. That's why. Do those people get lucky sometimes? Yeah. Those aren't true support and resistances. So if we're talking about a random market, how can you count on support and charting support and resistance levels like that? You can't. That's why people get wrecked all the time. 100%. But what you can count on are these daily, weekly, and monthly volatility ranges and probability distribution levels, right? 100%. Yeah, AVAX. Got my eye on you, AVAX. I'm watching you. Because that's another thing too. I can see by the end of the year, AVAX, I don't know. Let's check out AVAX real quick as well on some probabilities. I'm probably going to have to find a better, see if there is a USD calculation. Yes. It's going to give us the best history. So let's see here real quick. Let me turn off these PB1s. I'm just going to run one sim right now. Excuse me. Well, I'll tell you what. Is this back here where Bitcoin was at its let's see real quick. So what is that? October 26th. So let me check this real quick so I'm not talking out of my ass. October 26th candle. Yeah, that's exactly what where I thought it was at. At the that was like 57.5 right here, right at that pullback. Hey guys, did you just see what that price was at? Avalanche was at like $60. Boom. So that's a great spot. Let's do projection from back here first. Actually, that was kind of sideways. I like this better. 24. Let's see what this looks like. Well, there you go. Get a drink of water so I can yell at the computer. No, you see the chart. This is why we use the distribution. All right. This thing rejected right off the 99.7 Laplace distribution range. This is also why we use Laplace distribution, because cryptocurrency nukes the bell curve of normal distribution. Nukes it. I mean, day after day that goes by, I'm using Laplace distribution because it contains this beast that is cryptocurrency. It's really good on very highly volatile assets, unlike most of the traditional crap, right? Yeah, I say crap. If you like to watch grass grow, unless you're talking about SPY, that thing's done nothing but gone up. But I mean, what do you want to get in? Gold? You want to get in silver? Shit like that. Forex. You're not even hitting 68.3 Laplace distribution ranges trading that crap. But then you get cryptocurrency and you use the Laplace distribution. Perfect. Perfect. If say Bitcoin goes back down to like 53, 54K, you're probably going to see Avalanche back down around under $100. Might retest the 95.4 here. Right? Might retest the 95.4. But there's a good example of why we use Laplace distribution. Tried to get outside of it a couple times, wasn't having anything to do with it. Why? There's a 0.03% chance that those candles were going to close outside of that distribution. Didn't happen. And now, whoop, we opened up and it popped at the beginning of the day, rejected again, been down ever since, and we're almost at the 95.4 Laplace right here. That white cross line is the 95.4 daily Laplace distribution range. And there's the second standard deviation. And here's the center of the weekly volatility range right here. Would be a bit surprised. And so what was that at? 92. Just check this one more time. Where was, and let's just say by the end of the week, so we're talking right about here, we're talking about 93, $94. 93, $94. Oh, well, here we go. Well, that's back into the monthly. Yeah, I mean, we're talking, is it going to come down? Let me see exactly which monthly that is. Yeah, so that is the monthly. I could see it coming down, and maybe if Bitcoin has a pullback, few $1,000s, that thing might come down here all the way to about 97, $98. Maybe bounce off the monthly R3 that has turned to support now. I mean, that's another thing. This month, freaking Avalanche. Woohoo! You know what? Okay, I was just checking, making sure that Avalanche tested the monthly. Oh, wait a minute. That isn't it, though. Hold on. Hold on. Oh, this could get real ugly real fast. Let's back this up. Let's back this baby up. We're working it. We're working it. Oh, and here's a tight weekly range back there, and there's the monthly. This could have been when this party started, because I'd be really surprised if these areas have not been tested. If they haven't, holy shit, man. It's not close enough. There we go. There we go. There we go. That weekly range got tested, and that's close enough to the monthly. If it didn't get a good test, it did though. Right at the beginning too. Boop, test. Okay. Just double checking, right? You always want to do that. If you're looking at any of these assets, you're like, oh, this thing's bullish as shit. I need to get in on this. Make sure that the previous weekly ranges throughout the month and the monthly range has been tested. Don't get yourself wrecked. So yeah, Bitcoin has a $4,000 pullback from here, and you never can know. This thing is just shaking people all over the place. You'll see Avalanche back down here under $100, no doubt about it. You'll see it back down in this range probably. Oh, let's see what happens. Don't forget this time to oh, if I was trading Avalanche, I would probably be willing to throw a long in on that son of a bitch. There's no doubt about that. What's this look like on the 2-day? There we go. Let me get on this better pairing here. And if you ever want the longest history you're going to get for your indicators, just go put in whatever you're looking at, USD pairing, and look for the calculation by TradingView. It's always on Binance, and that's going to give you like the longest history. Oh boy. 2 days got a bunch of bear div. All right. Bunch of bear div. Is that a little foreshadow of maybe what Bitcoin's going to do? Yeah. Bear div on the 3-day. Bear div on the 3-day on log return Z score and returns oscillator. And if this AVZ stays negatively correlated, why it's rising from down here, literally, it was down here at 3.226 standard deviations below the mean. Wow. You'd see one hell of a pullback here. Just remember this crypto market, sometimes some of these shit coins, it is a blue chip shit coin, and I say that lovingly. I'm not saying it's a bad project. I just love calling anything but Bitcoin a shit coin. I mean, a lot of shit coins right now. Gaming. How do you like that trust wallet today, MJ? Woo woo! Woo woo! Chain Guardians
Oh
and Meta
yeah.
Wars. Yeah, buddy. I think Meta Wars is up over 50%. Chain Guardians was like 30 something. Looking good. Let's see. It's what I really want to see. And it's not that bad, although you got the returns oscillator turning down on the 5-day. But overall, I mean, this thing, I wish Bitcoin looked like that. All right, it's been struggling a little bit. Right, that's a 5-day chart. Pull over here on Bitcoin. We want to on the 5-day. I mean, Avalanche and Bitcoin right here, highly correlated. Right about here, I guarantee you, Avalanche and the Gaussian mean are like this. Bitcoin went sideways and then down. Highly correlated here, broke correlation there, guarantee it. Went negatively correlated. I'm saying those assets, correlating those assets using a Pearson correlation. You don't know how to do that? Ask in the Discord. Somebody will show you. But I mean, this returns oscillator and Bitcoin, shit, it's at the 5-day. That's the thing. Like right now, I mean, it is turning up and no hidden bull. But you can see there was some massive bear div on the 5-day, right? On the returns oscillator. Boom. Then you see the log return z-score turn blue right there. It's having an outlier. It's having a statistical outlier. Fat tail event. Boop, 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 boop. Down we go. It's at 2:57. Fast hour. Oh, crap. Holy crap. Well, ladies and gentlemen, wolves and she-wolves, probably about going to wrap it up for today. Only Tuesday, right? Only 2 days into the week. What's Bitcoin going to do? What is Bitcoin going to do? And also, I'm like putting some notes together and stuff for some sort of a scanner. Some sort of a scanner to see if our coders can pull it off. It's what do I want to scan? What indicator? What percentage levels? Things of that nature, right? So I mean, there's a shit ton of cryptocurrencies, but every day something's freaking boom, 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 boom. Okay, so I'm trying to figure out what would be the best to use, and then have a scanner available where it'll tell you when those levels are reached and when it's highly likely that that coin or that token is going to have a good move to the upside or to the downside. So we'll see how that goes. Chat, if you're watching this on YouTube for the first time, obviously at this point you're like, man, I didn't understand a damn word you just said, and you're a little crazy. Be like, you're right on both aspects right there. I am crazy. This is complicated at first, but the link to our Discord is in the description of all our videos. And we love to trade volatility, probability, and statistics, and we like to teach people how to do the same. So come see us. If you join the Discord, follow the welcome message. It'll lead you right to where you want to go. And I want to thank everybody for watching live in the Discord. As usual, another perk of being a member of this Discord, you watch these live streams live. You don't have to wait until they come out on YouTube. So all that being said, wherever the hell you guys are at in this crazy metaverse, this big bad simulation, topsy-turvy madness of a world, have a wonderful rest of your morning, afternoon, or evening. I'll see you tomorrow, 2 p.m. Pacific Standard Time. See you guys.